So how exactly do I earn money from what seems to be a dead YouTube channel? Okay, I'm talking about my channel, obviously. And if you go over to my channel, a lot of people might say, Tommy, your channel is obviously not doing that great. You have 574,000 subscribers, and on top of that, your videos only get like 2,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,000 views. Like, your channel is basically dead. You have no activity. No one is actually watching you. And in reality, I've thought about that, but the truth is, the people that tend to say these things are people that are kind of like brand new to my channel and have not been around for a very long time. Now, here's the main thing. At my channel's peak, it used to make around like $25,000 per month. That's a real number. That's a real thing, okay? So in this video, what I'm going to try to tell you is basically, if you want to do YouTube, you don't necessarily have to be like everyone else, where people are trying to go viral, where the channel have a lot of views. There are a lot of quiet channels out there that make a substantial amount of money, including this one. Now, for me to actually tell you how this channel actually works and how it's possible for someone to have 574,000 real legit subscribers and only get 1,000 or 3,000 views, is going to basically have me start at the beginning. So let me get started at the beginning, and do me a favor also and smash the like button. Now, the beginning is not when this channel actually shows you that it was like 7 years ago or 5 years ago when I actually started posting videos. No, I've been posting content since I was about 11 years old. And in 2015, I actually started taking it seriously. It was actually June 1st of 2015, I made my first blog. And back then, or vlog, back then, I was basically doing like photography. But during that transition of like 2015 to like 2018, a lot actually happened. I tried several different channels, okay? I tried a channel on doing skits, a channel on doing daily vlogs, a channel on doing reviews, anime reviews, about doing challenges, about news reports, about pizza reviews. I did basically pretty much anything you could possibly think about when it came to trying to go viral, when it came to trying to get a lot of views. And can you guess what happened? Well, in those 3 years of me trying that out, I basically garnered about 2,000 subscribers. I even did social experiments, I think it is, okay? Yeah, experiments. I even did that, and it got me about 2,000 views. Now, everything changed on, I think it was like, I have the date here, on August 20th of 2018. You could actually go back to my channel, to the oldest videos, and watch that full video. It was when I actually got my very first 2,000 subscribers, and I made a video saying, hey, I quit, I'm done. I'm going to try something different. My channel was a mess of different types of videos and everything else, and it just doesn't work for the algorithm. So I said, I'm going to just make a channel or several channels about one topic and basically just focus on that one topic. And that one topic was finance, was money, was answering questions about money. That's basically it. Now, do you know how I actually arrived at the money and finance channel? It was because all of my other channels I had made before were all about doing the content that I like watching. I like watching sneaker reviews, so I made those. I like watching comedy videos, so I made those. This is how it goes, right? These are the two straps. These two straps connect to the shoe. The world's hottest beef jerky in the world now. But the truth is, what you like and what you enjoy, it doesn't mean you're actually going to enjoy making that content. Just because I like watching Kevin Hart doesn't mean I want to make a living off telling jokes. Just because I like pizza doesn't mean I want to make a living by basically like making pizza, right? That's just the basic idea. But what I loved to do was talk about money. I loved answering money questions. I love basically having a person have a broke mindset, a mentality where it was always about spending, and showing them the math, showing them the proof, and they're saying, hey, that makes a lot of sense. Because I had the same mentality and other people changed me. So that's when everything started to change. When I made my channel exclusively about money.
I'm gonna teach you guys how to save money.
Now, you may know the beginning of the story, but you don't know exactly how we actually arrived here. Now, you may be surprised to find out that we're actually here on purpose. This channel has a lot of subscribers and it doesn't get a lot of views, but that's all literally on purpose. Here was my original idea from the very beginning. My original idea was basically I cannot control viral content. I don't want to be dependent on viral content because 1 minute people are going to watch it, a lot of them may, and then another minute they're not going to watch it. And now here I am having to come up with another viral idea. Some people are great at that, for example, like Mr. Beast and so on, but at a certain point, you're most likely going to run out of ideas. Not Mr. Beast, has a lot of challenges, but when it comes to the finance world, there's only so many big topics per se. So my main focus wasn't on going viral, it was just on one thing. I had a conversation with a counselor of mine, and he told me, Tommy, if just one or two or three people watch your content, you are helping someone. Think about that. And that made a lot of sense for me. And then I watched another video saying, hey, or I read a book, I don't know what it was, if it was a book or a video, but it said this. It said, imagine if 5 people are watching your videos, and imagine those people in your room with you. That's a lot of people. So I stopped worrying about views, and I just stopped worrying about going viral, and I just started worrying about one thing, helping people. And that was the basic idea. So I wanted to make a video answering every single money question possible. Now, can you tell something? This goal is absolutely unrealistic. It's impossible for me to answer every single money question, but that's also a benefit. It's also a pro because that means I'm never going to run out of ideas. I'm never going to run out of content. But the problem is when you're making videos about little topics, about little questions, you're not going to get a lot of views. That's why you can come to my channel and find almost any answer to most things, but you can't go to a big channel and find those same videos because those videos are not gonna get them a lot of views, thus they don't actually make them. So my whole perspective when it came to getting monetized and making money, because these are things you have to consider, right? You have to. My whole idea was, well, if I eventually have 1,000 videos and each video makes me about 11 cents, that's about 11,000 cents a day. That was my mindset, literally. And if you divide that by 100, that's around $110 every single day. I can live off that. That is awesome, all right? So that was my whole perspective. Now, I have about 1,600 videos posted on this channel. I have a massive competitive edge. Basically, I have a ton of content and a ton of answers, and those videos still get views. Even old videos of mine, they still get views because it's just me answering generic questions that people have and trying to help them with a situation, and they keep coming back. And as people keep growing up, they keep having the same questions and they keep searching up the same videos, okay? And I'm always making new content. So although I might not get, for example, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, like 100,000 views per video per se, I do get a consistent amount of views every single day, and it doesn't stop because of that content. Now that basically means that I surpassed the $100 mark a long time ago when it came to that goal per se, like per day, which is great. But even then, there was also something that happened that I did not expect. When you're making so much content and you're worried about volume, by the way, I really do believe that you can't get quality without volume. It's a real thing for me. And my whole idea was the quality is going to be my content. What I'm actually saying in the video, the actual content of the video, it's not going to be me having one angle like this, another like this, and then looking over here, and then you have this. No, it's not going to be the editing or the cinematography. It's just going to be, is what I'm telling you valuable? Is it helping you? And if it is, great, okay? And if you can pay attention, then great, even better. But that's the whole idea. So now I have over 1,600 videos, and those videos keep making me more money. And the reaction was, as I kept making content, well, it wasn't like every single video only got 500 and 1,000 views. Some videos got 1,000,000 views. Some videos got 100,000 views. A lot of videos got over 50,000. A lot of videos got over 10,000. Many videos got over 5,000. So then you have all of these big videos. Can you imagine, like, I made a video about my paycheck money routine, and that video got over 1.7 million views. The only reason I can tell you that number right now is because I just made a video updating that video because now I'm married, but I really don't care about numbers. My wife asked me the other day, Tommy, how close are you to your goal of getting 600,000 subscribers? I was like, well, I'm at 500,000 subscribers, I think it is. And she's like, okay. She checked my channel, and I was like a 570K. I was like, oh, I forgot. I really don't care about that number. I really don't care about numbers. I really just care about making content, helping people, answering questions. And I think that's the reason this channel still makes good money, because it still keeps on providing value. Now, here's the overall idea here. This channel is not dead. It's like that on purpose. If I decided today to make big videos, it would basically get more views in a sense, okay? But then I would have to worry about keep making those videos, because more than often, those videos are going to be what's happening with Bitcoin, what's happening with this Forex thing, what's happening with this big person. But those videos don't keep getting views because they're not actually answering worthwhile questions. It's just for the moment. And then I would keep having, it's like you build something that has like a certain amount of life in it. I like building things that last a very long time. And I honestly do believe, I was watching a channel, and this young lady was basically criticizing a lot of my peers in the financial sector, saying a lot of these folks are giving terrible advice, they're giving stock advice, they're talking about crypto, and they're basically making like entertainment out of the financial world. And they're making bad investments and so on. And the truth is, that's very true. But the main reason is because a lot of my peers, they have been focused on getting a lot of views and making a lot of money from affiliate marketing. But because my competitive advantage is basically just having a lot of content, a lot of evergreen content that basically people keep searching up, I never really had to worry about, for example, like I need to get a sponsor deal, I need to get brand deals, I need to get affiliate marketing, I need to basically get as many views as possible. That was never my goal. So I basically can just do what I want to do in a sense. And one big competitive advantage that I basically have is a lot of my peers. I remember, for example, when I did my home tour, and it was just basically a normal house. It cost me around $130,000, about 50 to 40K to actually remodel it, and it was basically mine. That was it. That was my home. Okay, it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It had a normal kitchen, normal stuff, and that was it, right? But a lot of my peers, when they started to make a lot of money, like there was a time where this channel made like 25K a month. I told you guys, I think it made a lot more. I think it made a lot more. I just don't remember. But a lot of my peers, they went ahead and started buying mansions for like 1.2 million or like 2 million or like 3 million, and buying a lot of cars and buying this and buying that. I never went through, for example, like lifestyle inflation. I just invested all my money. I basically made it so, this is a true story. I made it so if YouTube didn't work and I didn't get a single view anymore, I got demonetized, something crazy happened, I made all the money I needed from my investments. So I can come on here and I can be honest about anything I want to tell you guys, because I'm not dependent on making money from the platform. And I think that's very important, because it means I can make honest work and I can talk about what I want to talk about, and I'm not basically just trying to. One of the most dangerous things is a man that is basically in trouble. I forgot what that thing is. Oh, yeah. The word I'm looking for, one of the most dangerous things is a desperate man. If your cost of living is so high and you're dependent on income from like AdSense or like from YouTube, you're going to make a lot of crazy content. I saw a video by CoffeeZilla not too long ago, and I used to make videos like that, by the way. I even made those videos, like scam videos and so on. But he was talking about some guy that he made a video scamming his audience in a way, and he got paid $10,000 to do it. And he was like, I need the money, I'm sick and I need the money. I was like, imagine that. Imagine how much money this guy made, what he spent it on potentially, and now the trouble he's in, right? So that's the way I do it, okay? And that's why I'm a boring guy here on YouTube. I am, and it's by choice, and I like it like that, okay? I'll probably be here for the next 5-10 years potentially, maybe 5-10 years, maybe 5, I don't know. But I have more content to make, and I'm probably going to run out of steam, more likelihood that I'm actually going to run out of ideas to actually make content. So as you guys have more ideas, I'm here. But here's my advice to anyone that wants to make a channel like this. It's hard, it's tough, and it takes a long time. It is not sexy, it is not easy. But if you want to do it, make sure it's around a topic that you actually enjoy making content on. Not something you like to watch, that's different. Something you actually like to talk about. And when you make content, here's one pro tip. As you make content, you're not gonna get a lot of views, but there will be some videos that will get different types of views that are gonna be different. You're like, hey, this pretty got a lot of views. So basically piggyback right on those things. So on my way up, I got a lot of views, for example, when it came to like reviewing apps. So I made more views, like more videos reviewing different apps, and that got me more views. And I kept mixed it in with my long-term content too. That way I got a bigger audience and so on. I also got a lot of views by reviewing companies and so on, and investment videos and doing some stock stuff. And I basically doubled down on those things. But it was always with the goal of, hey, remember, double down on your long-term content, because that's what's going to be there. And when those videos didn't get more views, I still had the other ones. That's the idea. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope this helps you, and I hope now you have all the answers to why my channel may not get a lot of views, but it's not really dead. It's really on purpose. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. I'll see you guys next time.